So Nick, firstly, big congratulations on your PB.
Thank you very much.
That's going to take some beating now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever beat it, to be fair, but you know, never say never.
So obviously we've had a bit of a build-up for this trip. 12 months we've waited since we confirmed we were coming. What was your target when you wanted to come?
Basically, I just wanted to come over it. I wanted to keep, if I come over 40, I would have been happy, to be fair. You know, I've done it before, had the odd, you know, come over, had 20s, had 30s. And I just said to everybody, if I have a 40, yeah, I'll be happy as Larry with that. So yeah, so the target was just to get over 40, really. So
that's been smashed.
Yeah, smashed completely to pieces. Yeah, so, unbelievable.
So your next trip abroad is going to take some serious planning.
Yeah, well, where do I go from there? I think, like say, to be fair, it would. I would like say come back here in a couple of years when I can get on here, because like I say, it's a busy place. Because they will be over 80 then, so you know, I've got a chance. Not saying I'm going to do it, but you know, I would have a chance of beating it. So yeah, my options are quite limited now.
So you've got, we arrived on the Saturday. We've done as watercraft draw for his pegs. You've chosen peg 7. Mm-hmm. Any particular reason, or?
To be fair, I will be honest. We wanted the peg that you're sat in peg 4, because that's the popular peg. So me and Andy were going to double up in that. And we come out quite late on the draw. But when I had a walk round, obviously there's a bank of reeds in behind me, and it's got to be a hot spot. You can see it's a hot spot, and you can see a big plateau coming off the end. So it's almost like, you know, they're going to come in and around that area. So I was basically on the line of it. Andy went in next door, and I thought, well, if I'm first in the line, then yeah, you know. And to be fair, it was a peg without a big wooden stage that I quite like. So yeah, you know, just looked comfy, looked right. I did see a couple of fish when I walked around here, so yeah, this was the choice, really.
So as the session started to unfold, I think you've gone 48 hours without any bite indication.
Yeah, it was fair. Yeah, like I say, the first day obviously we were messing about, trying to find the odd spot here and there and everything else. I did find a gravel spot out there that was, like I say, it was quite close in, closer than what they say on the drawings and what I was told. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try that. But on the left-hand rod, I thought, well, I'm going to go beyond that bar that's there, because obviously looking at the reeds, that's kind of on the line that I figured the fish were going to travel. I didn't think they were going to come back to it, and being over the back of it would be better. So yeah, so I went out 20 wraps on the left-hand side, and yeah, found it nice. It's pretty smooth out there, to be honest, pretty glassy. No, you know, not lumpy. Real heavy silt in behind. So I come out of the heavy silt onto the glassy stuff, and just thought, yeah, that'd do me. It's a comfortable distance to chuck a bag. I'm happy with that, so yeah, that's why I chose it, really.
Okay, so we're coming to the night now where you've had your new PB. So you've cast out, you've put your heads down for the evening. Just talk us through, you know, 10-15 minutes before your rod went into action.
Well, it had been, like I say, it'd been quite quiet for me to a degree. There was, you know, the wind had been quite heavy in here, so like I say, getting bits and bobs out, getting bait out was quite difficult, but we persevered and got the bait out there. But yeah, like I say, the fish, it was funny because on the previous night that, like I say, over the other side you guys caught, it seemed to be like about 11:30, and it kind of kicked off. So I had that in mind anyway. And being on the second night, I was a little bit more comfortable. You know, we'd sorted ourselves out a bit better. So yeah, I was like I say, I wouldn't say I was confident. I was pretty like, you know, I knew everything was right. I knew my rigs were right. I knew, you know, what I was done was correct. So I was just waiting on that time. So yeah, it was like I say, quieting down. And to be fair, I just kind of got into bed, been watching the water, watching the fish and everything else. So I just like got on back into bed because we were still knackered from the journey and stuff. And literally just settled down. Single bleep, looked out. You know what I mean? It's wind, because it was really windy. So, and like I say, literally, I suppose 30 seconds later, it just went into meltdown, and yeah, that was it, really. I think.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah, it was like literally, yeah, it's like hooking a bus or something. To be fair, I picked it up and like bent into it, and it just carried on, just literally stormed off. I couldn't stop it, couldn't do nothing with it, and yeah, I was just shaking, to be fair, because like I say, you know what fish are in it, and with something like that, you know, you never know what you've hooked, obviously, but it did feel something out of the ordinary with the way it was, like, you know, the way it was taking line was phenomenal. So yeah, so, but yeah, I eventually managed to turn it back round. I managed to turn it, it went down the lake again. I managed to turn it and bring it this way, and it took a bit more line off me back over that way again. And so I just, like say, kept with it, didn't give it too much pressure, because obviously, you know the prizes are in it, so you know, you don't bully it as such. So, but yeah, managed to turn it again, get it in, and then, to be fair, I pumped it in to probably like 30-40 yards, and it went left. It went down near Andy, and his lines, he had a couple of bleats on his lines. Luckily, he didn't, you know, he kind of seen the head torch and knew what was going on, so it didn't interfere. Managed to get it back, went right down through under them trees, pumped it back from there, and yeah, I seen it roll on the surface, and to be fair, I'll be totally honest, I didn't realise it was that big. I could see it was big because of the shoulders on it, size of the head, but I never knew it was that big until, like I say, I got it in just landed it in the net, and Andy come round just to see if I was all right. And I looked into the net kind of thing and could see it was big. A pair of us looked into the net and could see it was big, but didn't. You still, you know, it's a bit of a haze, to be honest, because like you lose track of what's going on. But you look in the net and you think, yeah, that is a lump, you know, kind of thing, but you don't know what it is. And Andy come round, obviously, to sort of help me out. I looked after the net in the water, and he sorted all the mat out and all the bits and bobs. We got the mat into the water, and it wasn't until we tried to lift it out of the water that we realised it was quite as big as it was. Like I say, all right, I'm not the strongest person in the world, but it was like, yeah, it was heavy. And we put it into the mat, obviously in the water and everything, as we should, and rolled it on its side. And when we seen it on its side, we were just like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Kind of, it was just, yeah, out of this world, unbelievable. Like I say, you need to kind of see it to believe it. To be fair, the pictures are lovely, but they don't do it justice as what you actually see it like. It's crazy. So yeah, so like I say, we got it up in the unhooker mat, put it into a sling, made sure it was all safe and sound and everything, and then obviously got hold of Nick, the manager here, because, well, initially we thought it was probably a 60, because like I say, I'd said, you know, it's got to be a 60 kind of thing, and Andy was there and he said, I'm not sure it's a 60, Nick. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 70. So of course I'm walking around like, you know, like a crazy man, because I don't know what's happening. And yeah, so we got hold of Nick and thought the best bet is really to, like say, get him down here to weigh it, tripod it. And to be fair, my scales only go up to 60. So it was like, yeah, we'll get hold of him, got hold of Chris and Ben from the other side, and everything, told him what was going on, and obviously he started to come around with the camera and all the bits and bobs. And yeah, Nick come round with the scales, and straight away he told us that it was Sally, the big one. When he seen it, he said it was Sally, you know, it was the big one. He said last time it was out was 77 pound or something. So he was really interested to weigh it, to see, obviously, because they were potentially talking about things could possibly go 80. So he really, you know, he wanted to weigh it, wanted to do it all properly, obviously. And so yeah, we got everything zeroed up, got it on the tripod, weighed it, and yeah, 68 pound, 8 ounces. So yeah, new lake record, single bleat. Go on, my son.
We are in the process of filming the new lake record of 78.8. Oh my God. You are getting wet. Right, do you want to take this one because it's got the floats on it, it's wider, yeah? Right, so we'll do a couple of shots with her up and we'll do both sides. Look at that monster, look at that monster.
What was that, Nick? Kill a 12mm
12mm pineapple popper.
washed out pineapple pop-up.
Try and get your head under her chin rather than around her pec because she's got a big fat chin, yeah?
Around here.
Yeah, just there's no real way of
I don't need to go to the gym, do I? I don't know what to say, mate. Just astounded. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Nick, can I just ask, when you set out to come to Lac de Premiere, which is obviously where you are now,
Yeah.
what was it you was trying to achieve?
To catch a 40.
A 40?
Yeah.
And your PB before that, wanting 40 was?
French PB was £37.
And I think it's safe to say, you've absolutely smashed this one, haven't you? Hold her up again, mate, hold her up again. Are you filming, are you?
Yeah.
Nick, I'm sorry, brother, but welcome to the 70s Club and the new late record of Lac de Premiere at 78.8! Yeah! That's more than where that come from. Well done, geezer. Absolutely blinded. Absolutely blinded. I'm so made up.
Yeah, so yeah, just, well, I'd like to say, I'm still buzzing. Now, still, yeah, talking about it cuts me up, to be fair, because it's just, it's a fish of a lifetime and, you know, yeah, fantastic place, fantastic people around me, and like I say, the Karper bait has just done me proud. I mean, I've had some more since, so I've had another 2 fish, but another PB common. Luckily I didn't get bucket of water with that one, thankfully, because I got about 10 buckets of water on the 70. So yeah, it took me 2 days to try to weigh this out and everything else. So, but yeah, like I say, yeah, fantastic. I don't think I will ever top it, ever. But like I say never. I will try. I'm determined, even more determined than ever now. So yeah.
Fantastic evening, and you know, from us at Karper, it was so good to share it with you and all the lads. To
Yeah.
real atmosphere in the peg.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that I said to Andy the next morning. That is kind of what made it, because everyone come around, they're hugging you. Oh, it's just, yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
The lucky toy.
Huh?
Your lucky toy.
That's from the boys. Yeah.
So okay, we've got the fish. We've done all the stuff. We've released it. Tell us what everybody be wanting to know, the tactics on how you caught the salad.
Nothing technical, to be fair. I mean, everyone says it. Nothing. It was nothing technical. It was a standard thing that I normally would use. I did up the hook size. I was on the size 4. I got the Elbow Armour hooks. Like I say, I recently just bought a load of this stuff. And to be fair, with the gauge hook and looking at it and the sharpness, I thought, well, do you know what I mean? I will stick to them. And I definitely will stick to them now. Do you know what I mean? They're just, yeah. I mean, I've had all my fish on them. Haven't let me down, not blunted. Fantastic. So yeah, but it was literally PVA bag, inline 2.5 ounce lead, little tiny bit of tubing above the top because we can't use leaders on there. So you know, I used a little bit of tubing, not too long. I don't like it too long. Weighted on the end just to pin it down a bit. Shortish braided hook link. and I'd done it like a German rig with a bead in the swivel off the back, and 12mm pastel pop-up. So in the bag I had, like I say, the new test bait. Can I say what it is? Yeah, the new like sweet corn test bait that we've been on, which we ground up, added a few bits of pellets into that. So I stick that in the bottom, in round the boilie. Just, that's me really, because like I say, the pandemonium pellet, which streams off a bit, tends to dye the boilie a bit, which I know it doesn't matter, but I'm just fussy. So I put a little bit of the boilie crumb around the bottom, pack that in, put the pandemonium pellet across the top, tie it all in, pop a hole in the side, and fill it with the Energizer gel. And I've done that on everyone since, and yeah, it's working. Simple as that. Why change it? And like I say, it was just the smaller bags. Didn't go too big with the bag, to be fair. Just went on the smaller parcels. We'd already stuck a bit of bait out. Like, I haven't put a huge amount out, to be fair. I'd kind of trickled it in, probably, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 kilos. You know, you get through it without knowing. I was just littling off it, building, you know, trying to build the spot up, and just fishing the bags over the top of it, just for a bit more confidence, I suppose, if anything. And yeah, and it paid off. I mean, and it's paid off since. I've stuck with the same thing, and yeah, it's worked again. So yeah, what can I say?
And was that over the sweet corn bottom bait as well?
Yes. Yeah, sweet corn boilie. Yeah, oh yeah, sweet corn. That's what I was baiting up with. So it was the sweet corn. Nothing else, to be fair. I didn't.
I like the products. Obviously, we're testing it here. Bit of a gamble from Karper's point of view, coming with a brand new bait that a lot of us have not used before.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I haven't had I mean, it's not let me down. And literally, when I first looked at it and smelt it, for me personally, that was me one. You know what I mean? That was, I love that kind of bait. So, and I've been, obviously over the week, I've been like working with it. It's been fantastic, like I say. And I like the way it breaks down in the water. It gives a bit of a cloud off in the water as well. Yeah, and you know, the fish like a soft bait and it goes soft, and it's working. Fantastic.
Well, it's a big congratulations from us guys anyway, Nick.
Thank you very much.
Really happy, and you know, enjoy the rest of your trip here at LAC, and if anyone that's going to get the two-tone comment, surprise me if it's you.
Don't say that, I think my neighbour would kill me. So, yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Nick, and good luck for the rest of your session.
No worries, thank you.